Everybody, we are back out here. We were out here yesterday. We came back out here today because the fishing has been so good. Beautiful day. I mean, the weather is like 65 degrees. It's definitely a change between the 95 and 100 degrees we've been having. It's just absolutely amazing. Water temperature dropped about 8 or 9 degrees. Fish are blowing up. Fish are biting. They were eating good yesterday. But we're out here. We're back in the same spot. We caught a couple of those big ones yesterday. So we're just going to see what happens. We're going to start with a popper, and we've got some jerk baits and soft plastic jerk baits, chatter baits, and a frog on, and that's about it, and a jig. But that's pretty much it. Y'all stick with it, stay tuned. Hope you enjoy. We're going to try to hammer on some smallmouth and some largemouth. Right over my shoulder here, I just saw a bunch of bait moving up on the top of the surface. I think something's probably chasing them, like some big largemouth or smallmouth. That's how we caught one of those big ones yesterday. They were schooling up. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to spook any fish or anything because it's so quiet over here. But that's how we caught them yesterday, is they were schooling up at the top of the surface, and they'd come busting up on bait and stuff, and even on the bank. So I'm seeing some bait, moving at the top of the surface, so I bet you we can catch some. That right there, well, this right here is our first fish of the day, just a tiny little smallmouth on that jig. Right, I flipped that. That was the first flip with the jig, and that one bit right there on the bank. Tiny little one, 10-incher. I'll be sure to check out these jigs here that I'm using. They're Apex tackle jigs. I'll leave the link in the description to Apex tackle so y'all can go check them out. They have all different kinds of jigs, and they're all really, really good. So y'all be sure to go check those out. Just had one take the back of our trailer there. So I've made a little change. I put on a different type of jig because I just broke off that other one. If y'all didn't see on the video, I had something like the first eyelet. I was throwing a 7/6 heavy rod. The first eyelet on this rod, like the little plastic insert inside the eyelet is like broken, so it was cutting the line off, and it did it yesterday and I wasn't sure why, and then it did it again today, and now I looked at it and it's just like a little razor blade in there, and it was just cutting the line every time it got on it or got close to it or rubbed on it. It was just cutting the line immediately. So that's just horrible. These rods, they're way too expensive for that to be happening. They're $190 rods, so I feel like that really shouldn't be happening, especially when I take really, really good care of my stuff, and I'm always got rod socks and things on it. But anyways, that first eyelet's messed up, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that rod. I've also had another one that is broken, and I have to send it in. I don't know, these rods, they're really, really nice, but they've had some technical difficulties the last little while. I've been fishing, when I fish a lot, when I'm fishing, 3 or 4 days, every week or so, then it seems like these rods take a toll. I don't know, something about it, but that's besides the fact. I'm not going to bash anybody. The eyelet's broke, so I can't fish with that rod anymore today, sadly, because that is my jig rod. But we've changed up. We're throwing a 7/4 heavy right now with just a 7:2-to-1 gear ratio reel. It's not ideal, but it's pretty good. And then we're just throwing this Untamed Tackle Ace jig. So we've switched up that Apex tackle jig. It's got a lot bulkier profile, and I feel like a lot of the fish aren't getting it in their mouth and stuff is good. This Ace jig, this Untamed tackle jig right here, it's a little bit, smaller profile. It seems like it's just a smaller profile. The skirt's not as puffy and big, so we'll see what happens with this. We may change back to the Ace jig, or the Apex tackle jig, but you'll stick with it. We've caught one, and we've got a couple more bites. So is kind of our morning session right there. I'm gonna go pick up my dad, and we're gonna come back out here. So I'll keep the camera rolling. If we catch anything, I'll show it to y'all, but I probably won't talk as much. I'll be talking to him. So we're gonna go do that. But y'all stay tuned, and maybe we can make a decent video out of this and catch a couple of big ones. Little smallmouth there. Oh my gosh. He's right there behind it. So look right out there and just work it back fairly quickly. Underneath the boat. Oh my gosh.
Serious.
I told you. Work it back do it like pretty quick, and then just pause it right next to the boat. Just see them everywhere. Nice little largemouth on the jerkbait. Tiny one, 12 inches probably.